Dearest diary, I have the most wonderful news.
Well, I really do have to go. Coming, Angel?
Actually, I changed my mind. Whitney's still here, so I think I'll stick around for a while.
You sure?
Yes, sweetheart. I know Ethan couldn't show how he felt in front of Gwen, but he had to be jealous seeing Chuck kiss me like that. Fate has saved me so many times. Fate wants Ethan and me to be together. I know it. Nothing can keep us apart.
I'm so glad you're here, back in my arms.
I'm never leaving your arms again. Ethan, I feel so terrible about the way I obsessed about Teresa. I mean, thinking she was lying about having a boyfriend.
Oh, look, don't feel terrible. I mean, you found us several times in what looked like a compromising situation.
No, but I was wrong, Ethan. And I was completely convinced that she was in love with you. But even if it were true, I never should have let it come between us.
Forget about it. You know, it's just a bump in the road to our happiness, nothing more. I don't want you to blame yourself for anything.
Father's right. No one, especially anyone associated with Martin Fitzgerald, will ever see these papers. Spell the end of the Crane family.
Mr. Crane? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you.
I'll get them, Pilar.
Is there something wrong, Mr.
No,
Crane?
of course not. Nothing's...
Is there something in those papers you don't want me to see? Something which concerns my family?
This is incredible. I mean, I'm getting hot just watching them dance.
It is pretty hot. Do you think you can learn how to dance like that?
Well, that's what I'm here for. If Miguel could hold me like that for 1 second, he would never let me go. I could give him things Charity could never give him.
Jimmy's killed his princess for good this time. Princess!
Hey, Reese, we came back to get the donuts. Miguel, Charity, you won't believe it.
What, Reese?
Tabitha's head just popped into that fishbowl.
Timmy, fast! Throw something else from the pouch, fast! I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
I don't see Tabitha's head.
Neither do I.
I'm sure No, I know I saw it. Tabitha's head was in that fishbowl.
You're joking, right?
Miguel, you know I don't joke. I don't even know how.
So you expect us to believe that Tabitha's head, without her body, was in the fishbowl?
Look, I know it's scientifically impossible, but that's what I saw.
Reese, you probably just saw Tabitha's face in the window. She's always popping up out of nowhere.
There, that must have been it.
You know, and you saw it through the fishbowl, so it was all magnified and weird looking.
You guys, there's something about this fish. It's different from any other fish.
Wow. Charity has big powers. No wonder Tabitha wants her dead. Timmy needs to get that fishbowl out of here and get Tabitha back to her old self.
This is so strange. I mean, I really feel this connection to this fish. It's almost like it's communicating with me.
I'm sorry. Forget I said that. That sounds crazy even to me.
Well, I don't know what's going on, all right? But I know that you're not crazy.
Thanks, Miguel.
What about me?
You're not crazy either. You just have a wild imagination.
Thanks.
Look, let's bring the donuts back to the shop for Jessica, and then we'll go to the youth center. I need to talk to Luis. Will you come with me?
Yeah, sure.
Great. I need to get some more information on who this person is that we all thought was my father. You can come too, Reese.
No thanks. I think I'm gonna stay here and study that fish. Maybe I can figure out what's going on.
All right, well, we'll catch you later.
Bye, Reese.
Bye.
You will be careful, Reese, won't you? Not to let anything happen to that fish.
I'll be careful.
I have to find a way to get Miguel to dance with me like that. Once he does and feels my body heat, he'll never let me go.
No puedo olvidar tu forma de mover. No puedo esperar a que te llegue a conocer, volverte a ver.
Why on earth would I have any papers in my safe that would concern you and family?
I don't know, Mr. Crane. But my son Luis believes that you know more about my husband's disappearance than you've admitted. In fact, he thinks there could be evidence right here in this house.
Wait, what are you saying? That I've been hiding the truth about Martin's disappearance? I mean, that's preposterous to even suggest that, surely. You don't believe what Luis is saying.
I'll wait until I see what evidence my son finds before I decide who or what to believe.
Well, in that case, I'm afraid you'll have a very long wait because there's no evidence.
Perhaps, but don't forget, David brought down Goliath.
As you said that before.
And if you hurt my son, Mr. Crane, you could be making a very serious mistake. His wrath is very powerful.
What are you implying, Pilar? Are you telling me I should be afraid of your son?
Hurry, Timmy, get me out of here. Okay, okay. The things Timmy does for his princess. Every day it's mission impossible. Stop fetching and move it. Let's go, princess. Let's go.
Hey, stop! Come back here!
Hurry, Timmy, hurry.
How lovely.
Oh,
I didn't want to eat breakfast downstairs, did you?
Absolutely not.
I'm so glad you don't resent Teresa. You know, I think you'll see that she's really a nice young girl.
Well, I'd be surprised if Pilar had a daughter who wasn't a nice girl. That's why I was so shocked she seemed to be going after you with such a vengeance.
But now you know she isn't after me, right?
Well, I met her boyfriend, right? What can I say?
I'm just glad this whole problem is over with.
Oh, so am I. You have no idea.
You know, I'm sure you'll really like Teresa, Gwen. I mean, she's very enthusiastic and bright, and, you know, she's really fun to be around.
You know, I'm just so happy that you and I can finally get on with our lives.
So am I. You know, I never did believe that Teresa was in love with me, but I did question whether she had a boyfriend or not.
You did? I never knew you had doubts.
Oh, every time we were supposed to meet him, he didn't show.
Mm-hmm.
But now I realize it was just a string of incidents that kept us from meeting him.
Yes, Ethan, it was an amazing string of incidents. But can we please, once and for all, forget about Chuck and Teresa? Matters closed, okay? Honey, the only thing I want to talk about is us and our future together.
Will I connect for a call? Yes. Oh, I wonder if it's Ethan. Okay.
Teresa, hi.
Hi, Chuck. What's going on?
I'm just checking in. Wanted to see how you were doing.
I'm fine. I'm doing great. And I wanted to thank you for helping me out with that practical joke. Ethan Gwen really believed you were my boyfriend.
I was glad to help out.
Well, you were great.
Great enough to go out on a date?
With you?
Yeah, with me. I thought the next time I was in town, we could get together.
Oh, Chuck, that is really sweet. And I am flattered. But I'm in love with someone.
Oh. I guess I really was just a stand-in last night.
Well, in a way. And I really am honored that you asked me, but I have to say no.
Okay. I guess I should have realized that a girl as pretty as you isn't available. I'm sure you have a lot of guys trying to go out with you.
I'm not interested in a lot of guys, Chuck. There's only one boy for me.
I hope he's as crazy about you as you are about him.
Well, he doesn't know it yet, but he will be. Fate is going to bring us together, just like it brought my brother McGill and his girlfriend Charity together.
Y solamente pienso en ti. No dejo de soñar. Y solamente pienso en ti. No dejo de soñar. Y solamente pienso en ti.
That was awesome, totally.
Your brother is a wonderful dancer.
Yeah, he is. Can you dance like that, Miguel?
Sure, all Latin men can dance like that when they're with the right woman. I've got to go talk to my brother. I'll be right back.
Okay. Where did you learn how to dance like that?
I mean, it must have taken you hours and hours of practice.
Well, it's not so much the practicing, it's feeling the music. And having the right partner.
Well, you and Luis look like one person. You were so together.
What were you feeling when you two were dancing?
What was I feeling?
Oh, but it felt wonderful. I mean, don't you have to be in love to dance so well together? I mean, to be so totally in sync?
Pilar, am I to believe that my own housekeeper is threatening me?
I would never threaten you, Mr. Crane. I just want to clear the air. I don't want there to be any misunderstandings between us.
Misunderstandings?
Yes, sir. My job here is very important to me, but my family is more important than anything. My children are everything to me.
Well, as well they should be. But what brought this on, Pilar? This sudden need to clear the air? I thought since the man who died turned out not to be Martin, that everything would get back to normal. I mean, your husband's still out there somewhere. Nothing's changed.
You know nothing of where Martin might be.
Well, of course not. Don't you think I'd have done something to bring him back if I did?
You mean because supposedly he stole money from Crane Industries?
Well, yes, Pilar, I know you don't want to believe it, but it's true. However, I would be willing to try and work something out. Perhaps even drop the charges if Martin were to turn up, because I don't want any strife between our two families.
Neither do I, sir. But I'm afraid there will be. I fear Luis's temper.
Why do you think the situation between Luis and my family will worsen? Has something happened that I'm not aware of?
Well, a situation may arise where certain members of our family are thrown together, a situation that would not be to everyone's liking. And if that should occur, I don't want to see my son get hurt.
Are you talking about Luis becoming involved with my sister? I saw them kissing, you know. Rest assured that will never happen. Sheridan will never become involved with your son.
Then you have nothing to fear, Mr. Crane.
Father, we have a problem.
Timmy feels like he's been through hell and back.
I'd rather be in hell with my friends than sloshing around in this fishbowl. Bloody seasick from all the sloshing.
Tabitha should be grateful. She could be swimming in Suffy's stomach right now.
All right, I'm grateful. Get some more water for this miserable bowl and hurry up about it. I said hurry, Timmy. I'm scraping bottom here.
Okay. Now Timmy needs to find a spell that will bring Tabitha back to her old self.
Hurry, Timmy. Pour the water in.
All right. Mystical lips of ghostly remains. Bring back the flesh, the bones, the brains. This isn't right. Tabitha's not a ghost. She's a fish. Timmy needs some help here. Tabitha? Tabitha? Where's Tabby?
Help! I'm down here on the floor. Timmy, save me.
Hi, Mama.
Teresa, you're finally here. Tell me what happened last night. You were still sleeping when I left the house this morning.
It was wonderful.
Wonderful. But I thought you'd be fired by now.
Nope, I haven't been fired.
Well, what did Ethan and Gwen say when you told them you don't have a boyfriend? You did finally tell Ethan the truth, didn't you?
No, Mama. Fate came to my rescue one more time.
Fate? What are you talking about?
Well, Whitney's friend Chuck pretended to be my boyfriend, so Gwen looked like a fool for accusing me of lying about it. And Ethan still wound up thinking I'm wonderful.
Why is it so impossible to get through to you? I'm sure Ethan thinks you're a nice girl, but he's in love with Gwen. Why do you persist on thinking that he's going to leave Gwen and fall in love with you?
Because it's fate, Mama. Ethan and I are meant to be together.
Stop it. Just stop talking this nonsense. You are not meant to be together, and you will never be a Crane. Now, you have to just stop this fantasizing and face reality. The best thing that you can do is to stop working for Mrs. Crane and forget about all the Cranes.
No, Mama. This is where I belong. I will be a Crane. Mrs. Ethan Crane.
Teresa, no, you will not. Because before that could ever happen, there can be an explosion between our two families. We are growing too close. It will end badly.
Hey, what's up, little brother?
Hey, I came to ask you if you found out if the Cranes had anything to do with Papa's disappearance. But after what I just saw, you probably don't want to talk about that right now.
What are you talking about?
Sheridan Crane, that's what. When did that start?
Miguel, nothing started. Look, we were just dancing to show Kay the tango.
It looked like more than just dancing to me. You can't tell me you didn't feel the heat, because we felt the heat just watching you two.
Oh, man, don't talk crazy. Look, you know the tango. It's a sexy dance, and you dance it the same no matter who you're dancing with.
Yeah, right.
Look, my plate's too full to get involved in a relationship right now, right?
Hey, I hear you. I just think you're fooling yourself. I mean, you and Sheridan were totally involved when you were dancing.
What I don't get is, I heard that you and Luis have been fighting since the day you met.
Yes, I heard you hated Luis. How could you dance like that with the guy you hate?
Well, I didn't know people were talking about us. But you heard wrong. I don't hate Luis. We get along just fine. He's a nice guy.
You don't just like Luis. You love him.
Oh, I could stay in your arms forever. This is heaven.
You know, I was thinking maybe we should get something for Teresa. Like, something to kind of apologize for everything that's...
Ethan, are you kidding? Please. No more talk about Teresa, okay? I mean, especially when we're in bed together.
Mama, what do you mean this will end badly?
Teresa, I know the Cranes. I know that Julian and his father Alistair are capable of anything, and the last thing they want or will allow is a connection between our two families.
Why do you say that? Because we're from a different social class?
Yes. That means everything to Alistair Crane and to Julian. And even if the impossible could happen and Ethan wanted to marry you, his family would never allow it. And if you don't stay away from Ethan, terrible things could happen. A union between our two families could never happen. And I'm not just talking about you and Ethan. Sheridan will never be allowed to have a connection with us, with Luis.
Mama, there is no reason to worry about that. Luis will never have anything to do with a Crane. Not even Sheridan.
Father, I've done everything I can to keep Luis and Pilar from finding out what really happened to Martin.
Apparently, everything was not enough.
If anything happens now, it's not my fault.
What do you think is going to happen, Julian?
I don't know. I thought by now, Luis and his mother would have backed off, let sleeping dogs lie. Seem as suspicious as ever, actually even more so.
I don't know much about Luis, but I know Pilar. And she's a very intelligent woman, quite intuitive.
Intuitive?
Oh, yes. I pride myself on knowing everything that goes on in my family. But I firmly believe that Pilar knows secrets about us. Secrets which could be vitally important to the family.
Father, I think you're giving Pilar way too much credit.
We'll see. At the moment, I'm more concerned about Luis. We have to watch out for him.
I mean, if Charity and I danced together the way you just danced with Sheridan, then everyone who saw us would know that I'm crazy about her.
Yeah, that may be true, but Charity's not a crane.
Are you telling me that even if you were crazy about Sheridan, you wouldn't go out with her because she's a crane?
That's right. Their family values are the exact opposite of ours. All they care about is keeping what they have. Money, power, position. They'll ruin people's lives to get what they want. You know, it's just the way they are. They'll stop at nothing. And our mother is a slave to the Cranes. How could I ever fall in love with one of them?
You know, I understand what you're saying, bro, but I also see what's between you and Sheridan. I mean, none of that other stuff matters. Not when your heart's involved.
What did you say? You think I'm in love with Luis?
Charity, get real. Just because Luis and Sheridan danced together doesn't mean they're lovers. It was the passion of the dance.
It is a very passionate dance.
I'm sorry, Sheridan. I didn't mean to upset you.
Oh, you didn't. It's just that you're wrong.
Luis hates the whole Crane family. How could he be in love with Sheridan?
So why would she be in love with him?
I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. It just came out. I had this feeling. And not just about your loving Luis, but about his loving you too.
My God, is it true? Have I fallen in love with Luis? Does he feel the same way?
Well, you're wrong, Miguel. It's just a dance.
Okay, but I saw the look in Sheridan's eyes. All right, I think she feels the same way about you that you feel about her.
Miguel, you won't believe what just happened.
What's going on, Reese?
The fishbowl. It's gone.
Gone? Where?
A little boy in a wizard costume climbed through the window and took it.
A little boy in a wizard costume.
Yeah, and I tried to go after him, but I slipped and fell and hit my head. The lump's still there.
I believe the part about the lump, but the rest of the story is absolutely ridiculous. Why would a little boy in a wizard costume come and steal a fishbowl?
I don't know.
I think you fell and hit your head and dreamed the rest of it, Reese.
But the fishbowl is gone.
Well, maybe you fell and hit your head and knocked it out the window. Who knows? Who cares?
I don't know, Kay, but for some reason I think we should ask Tabitha about the fish.
Tabitha, why her?
Well, I don't know. I mean, Reese thought he saw her in the window earlier, and now the fishbowl's gone.
You think Tabitha took the fish?
I don't know why she would, but I feel like we should talk to her. She seems to know a lot about weird things.
I think it's worth asking Tabitha if she knows anything about the fish. Come on, let's go. You guys coming?
No, I can't. I have to go home.
I'm coming.
Me too.
See you later, boys. You're out.
Oh, Timmy's so sorry the bowl overflowed, Tabitha. Timmy couldn't live with himself if anything happened to you, Tabitha.
Timmy, stop carrying on and get busy chanting. I need a spell. I need to become human again, and time is running out.
Okay, Tabitha. Timmy will try again.
Hurry, Timmy. Hurry.
Winds of fire from down below. Rivers of blood. A mountain snow.
Stop with the theatrics. Just read the chant.
Find the grave and fill to the brim. Bring forth the spirit, so evil, so grim.
Mama, don't worry. Luis and Sheridan will never get together. They're not meant to be together like Ethan and me.
Teresa, do you know where Ethan is right now at this very moment?
No.
Upstairs. He and Gwen just finished breakfast in bed together.
What?
Why do you seem so shocked? Do you think this is the first time they've slept together?
No. But he couldn't. I mean, not after last night. Ethan was so kind to me.
Teresa, he's a very kind young man, but last night meant nothing to Ethan. I don't want to hurt you, Teresita, but Ethan is in love with Gwen, not you, and he's going to marry Gwen, not you.
No, Mama, he can't. And why are you putting a knife in my heart?
Where are you going?
I am going to Ethan.
Do you think about me when I'm not around?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Why not all the time?
All right, I'll think about you all the time, awake or asleep.
Well, good. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. And now that you've answered the question correctly, you win a prize.
Prize?
Mm-hmm.
Is it something we both can enjoy?
Oh, it is much better than that.
What could that be?
Something you have always wanted, but you've never gotten.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm pretty spoiled. I usually get what I want. What could it be?
Well, remember I told you that once this whole problem with Teresa was cleared up, I'd give you your answer to your marriage proposal? Well, I'm ready to give you my answer now.
I must admit, Father, Luis worries me too. He could be very dangerous.
I agree. I've been giving a lot of thought to what happened when you saw Luis and Sheridan kissing.
I told her repeatedly to stay away from Luis. I can't believe she's attracted to that sort.
It occurred to me that she may not be attracted. They may not have been kissing for pleasure.
Why else would they kiss?
Perhaps when you walked in on them, they only pretended to be romantically involved. It could have been a cover.
Cover for what?
Maybe Luis was trying to get information about his father, and he enlisted Sheridan's help.
Sheridan's help? No, she wouldn't dare.
Wouldn't she?
How could she go against the family like that? Why?
She feels she owes Luis her life. But if she believed we had anything to do with Martin's disappearance, she would have already confronted us about it with all her righteous indignation.
Yes, and she hasn't.
So it's possible she's helping Luis so she can clear the family name.
Yes, that makes sense.
It's the kiss that worries me.
But if they were only kissing to cover up the fact that they were snooping, why worry?
What if she liked it and fell in love with Luis?
Fell in love with Luis?
Yes. It could prove to be completely disastrous.
Well, I guess I better go then.
Yeah, yes, you better.
Well then.
Sheridan?
Yes?
Nothing.
Oh. Good night then.
You want to go out with me tonight?
Teresa, stop. You can't go up there.
I have to, Mama. Ethan can't still be in love with Gwen. I don't believe it.
Stop deluding yourself. If you go upstairs, you'll only make things worse.
I have to talk to Ethan. Stop him from making a terrible mistake.
Teresa, stop.
When you already answered my marriage proposal. You turned me down twice.
I know, but remember you promised to ask me again when this whole mess with Teresa was cleared up. And since I already know the question, I'm ready to give you my answer.
No. Wait.
Why? Don't you want to know my answer?
No, I don't.
I can't believe that Sheridan would fall for someone like Louise, although she's never used good sense about men in the past.
Her choices have left a lot to be desired, true. But I've been giving this one a lot of thought, and here's what we're going to do. Are you listening, Julian?
I'm listening, Father.
I've come up with a plan. We're going to destroy that little romance before it even begins. And we're going to do it tonight.
You don't have to. I mean, I hope you're not uncomfortable. Just forget it.
Yes.
What?
Yes, Luis. I would like to go out with you tonight.
When is Miguel going to wake up and realize Miss Smiley Face Charity is nuts? I mean, how in the world could Tabitha be connected to that fish? She gets weirder every day.
Tabitha, this isn't working. You have to help Timmy find the right spell. Maybe this is it. Mermaids of Strife! Bring Tabitha back to life!
No! Not that one!
What have you done to me?